We propose a new image-based modeling method named neural haircut that recovers human hair from multi-view photographs or monocular videos. Our approach consists of 2 stages. During the first stage, we reconstruct coarse hair, head, and shoulders geometry using neural signed distance functions and an additional hair growth direction field. At the second stage, we use the coarse volumetric geometry to reconstruct individual hair strands. To obtain the coarse reconstruction, we use separate signed distance functions for hair and bust regions. We train them using image, head silhouette, and hair segmentation-based losses. To achieve realistic internal geometry for the bust, we regularize its scalp region using flame parametric head model. Lastly, we train an additional hair growth direction field via surface rendering of the head-signed distance field. We supervise it using oriented image gradients, the so-called orientation maps. To obtain the strand-based reconstruction, we use a flame parametric head mesh. In our method, the hair strands are produced by growing them from a scalp region of the head mesh. To predict each individual hair strand, we first sample the latent descriptor from the geometry texture at its origin, and then decode the rest of the strand using a pre-trained parametric model. Effectively, we parameterize an entire hairstyle using optimizable latent geometry and appearance textures. We train the geometry latent texture using multiple objectives. First, we apply geometric losses to the decoded strands that penalize their deviation from the coarse volumetric reconstruction. Then, to increase the realism and physical plausibility of the reconstructed hair, we apply a pre-trained diffusion-based prior to the geometry texture. We train this prior separately using a dataset of synthetic hairstyles. For more details, please refer to our paper. Lastly, to introduce photometric supervision, we rasterize the hair strands into the hair quads and pair them with the coarse bust reconstruction to obtain a mesh of an entire head. We then employ soft mesh rasterization and neural rendering to produce hair images and masks using the obtained hair quads and the trainable appearance texture. These renders are supervised using ground truth images and hair segmentation masks, which we obtain using a pre-trained off-the-shelf network. We compare our method against popular 3D reconstruction approaches, such as Unisurf and News, as well as a strand-based reconstruction method Deep MVS hair on publicly available scenes from an H3DS dataset. Our method is capable of obtaining more accurate and realistic hair geometry even in the regions with poor illumination. See the back view in the top row. We also evaluate our method in a challenging case of a monocular video capture. These videos are collected using a smartphone in unconstrained lighting conditions and then are reconstructed using our approach. For more results, please refer to our project page.